on the side. Now, sure, Julie Goodyear's been a TV icon since 1966, but we've been on 5 Star for over a year now, so put that in your fancy cigarette holder and smoke it. You heard it. So, some would say that the new celeb housemates like the sound of their own voices. I'm more inclined to go with big, fat, massive love their own voices. Here's an extended look at the celebrity housemates' diary rooms.
I actually like Harvey. He's definitely performing, but they've definitely fulfilled their 2 roles. Julie's amazing. I love her, but she's what she is. She's definitely Queen Bee. There's a few others vying for Queen Bee position, I believe, but she's leagues ahead of them. No one else will get Queen Bee in this house. She's way too smart, way too clever for anyone else.
Who are the ladies in waiting?
Oh gosh, Colleen and Cheryl.
He's a nice brown bear, meant to represent myself. He's got me and Matt McKenzie. This is a judo kit, big brother, and it's got like a little England flag there, and that's it really. Just
show them the tail,
like my nice little tail. So I mean, and it's just like a little judo kind of teddy, big brother.
And Danica, what about you?
This is Willie, and the real Willie is at home. And he's a mini sausage dog, and I miss him a lot. That's why I bought mine.
What do the rest of the housemates think of your toys?
I think sometimes they think I'm a bit silly with a teddy. Do you?
No.
Do you not?
With mine, no. I don't know about yours. Like, I don't know.
Or maybe it's me being paranoid.
Probably being paranoid. I don't think. Nah. I got this made for me. I don't give a shit what other people think. To be fair, so that's simple.
And this is Willie.
Like simple.com. You know what I'm saying?
Little Willy Woozles. Little Willy Woozles.
Which housemates have been snoring next to you?
Which I think it might be Mike on my left side. I'm not sure. And then I have Cheryl on the far right. And then there's some in the back that make occasional gurgling sounds. It's almost like there's an alien in the room, and it just comes out of nowhere. It's almost like there's an oxygen tank that's stuck or something, or balloons being blown up, but it's being blocked as the air is going in there. That's the best way to describe the gurgling sound.
Time now to get real deep into the inner workings of a celeb's quirks and foibles. And thankfully, Dr. Pam Spur is still DTP. That's down to psych for those of you who aren't fluent in Jersey Shore. So last night, the situation told Big Brother that Danica was his kryptonite. Pam, they've only been in there 5 days. How has he fallen so hard?
Well, first, it's like a time machine in there. Everything is fast-forwarded, so it's very intense and things happen very quickly. And he went in with very submissive and insecure body language. The only way someone like, the Sitch is going to then bond is through a sort of social boosting relationship where his social value is boosted by having relationship. His very first conversations with both Martin and also Lorenzo were about the chicks. He was going to get the chicks. So that's what he had to do. And then when he met Danica, of course, she's the kind of perfect foil for him. They both have this kind of flirtatious way about them. They're both very highly sexually charged sort of characters. And also, he's in his sexual prime. I mean, Ian will know all about this. I mean, he's a young man, he's fit, he's not drinking.
Did he tell you to say that? Please don't repeat anything else he's told you to say.
We were making mad, passionate love before the show,
so she knows.
Oh, right, yeah, when I was getting the countdown.
So he was just primed for this sort of relationship.
Will he end up getting played by Danica, though?
No, he's not going to be played by her because he has sussed out that, she has this sort of maybe ideal man on the outside world. But as he said to Colleen in the garden, he's going to take it day by day. So he's optimistic, again, I think because of his sexual chemistry. He's just ready for a pair bond, and in, let's get the jargon, he's ready to pull.
He's got the confidence that it may happen, hasn't he?
Exactly.
Do you think that Danica will rinse him, basically?
I don't quite know what rinse
Well,
means.
is she kind of in it for the show?
She's talking to me. Yes, sorry.
Behind the time.
Does she actually like him, or is she kind of playing him, just sort of using him for the show?
Why don't you say that first of all?
Because I was trying to be street, and obviously it's backfired.
It's backfired horribly. We've all got egg in our face. Let's go home. No, she is. Well, she's playing him a little bit. What he needs to do is he needs to put his hat on straight or take it off, and use more of that cream he's got. That
all right, Grandad.
Pull his trousers up. Put a belt on. Use more of that cream that makes his face shiny. There's a cream that makes your face shiny.
Botox.
The heat in the studio.
Don't be so rude, I'm just saying.
Well, one thing is for certain, she certainly hates the smell of luxury cupcakes, does Danica? She can't stand it. Let's remind ourselves.
I want to leave it like that. Come on, give us a hug. No.
I didn't think you were going to do that. I think Danica's hot. Now, she may like me as a friend. You never know. She may have a boyfriend. I don't know. I have to find out. I didn't even ask her if she's got a boyfriend. And I just did my face, too.
Oh, sorry. Oh, smell me.
Oh. Yeah, you smell like coffee. Like she's like my kryptonite, you know? And I'm Clark Kent. What is your dream?
To meet, like, the man of my dreams. And I may have already met him. That's about it.
Notice she walked past a bathroom and 2 sinks in order to enlist Mike's help. Just saying, just putting it out there. Pam, in tonight, so Jasmine, she told Jasmine that she was seeing someone. So what's with all this flirting?
Well, Danica's whole social identity is about her femininity and her flirting. That's what she does for a job. That's the way she actually relates to people. Even on the first night when she got in the double bed with Rian, she said, you know, oh, we can always cuddle up if we feel lonely. So she even flirts with women. So she's
not necessarily sexual.
Exactly, it's a flirt right across the board. I think she is quite a sexual being too. But, you know, it's just the way she relates. And she'll do that to practically any housemate. I'm sure she uses that kind of body language and flirtatious signals that she gives off.
That's her tactic.
Yes.
He's a seasoned reality show star, so is this all just for the cameras, or does he like her?
I think he likes her. I think he does. I mean, she's stunning. She's beautiful. And obviously he doesn't know about rinsing guys, and so he was quite upset about that.
He's quite shocked by that, wasn't he?
Yeah, because she seems quite nice, doesn't she? But
she's quite girl next door, and maybe
she is. And then, you know, you find out that she goes on the internet and gets men to buy her things, and she's just vile.
Well, she's kind of just shopping, isn't she? A bit like Harvey said, not really a talent, perhaps, just saying you want a MacBook, but...
Well, it's just so... maybe I'm just jealous because people wouldn't do that for me. Maybe I need a wish list.
Other laptops are available.
Yeah, I think he likes her. I do think he does.
It's
but
genuine.
I don't think she does him.
Oh, we'll find out, won't we? Nicola's not sure. Well, I think it's fair to say that Jasmine is not at the top of Danica's infamous wish list. Let's remind ourselves.
I came over here to say, is everything okay? Is everything good? Is everything cool?
That's not what you came here to... That's not what you said.
You change. Jasmine, it's a game. And you're making people feel so uncomfortable, including me.
I'm trying very hard to, so that's good to know.
Why?
Because I don't like escorts.
Escort?
I just don't like your ways. I'm just sorry. I'm really sorry.
Like, I'm angry. I'm actually shaking. I'm that angry inside, like, of what I've just seen over the last few hours.
It's all mind games, Rian. One thing I'll say is, do not be fooled.
So Danica told Rian to be wary of Jasmine's mind games. Pam, is she right to say that?
Oh, definitely right. Who wouldn't be wary of her? And, you know, in some ways, though, it's kind of a pot-kettle situation, because I also think Danica has a very sort of... she's definitely in it for herself. So I would expect to see more manipulative behaviour from her too. Yeah. But no, I mean, Jasmine quite clearly has an impulsive nature. Yeah. She says what comes to her. She acts out any feelings that she has inside that make her uncomfortable, and she sort of delivers these sort of hand grenades, these emotional hand grenades. And then what she does, it's quite a brutal tactic. Like when she told Danica that she's like a prostitute, she then leaves it. So she leaves this horrible emotional hand grenade there.
It's someone else's problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and then she disappears and withdraws, so she doesn't have to finish the conflict.
It's quite clever,
it's
really,
a brutal
because
tactic.
She kind of then just walks away unscathed, it seems.
Yeah.
Why haven't Danica and Jasmine got on from the very beginning? I mean, there's been a problem there from the word go.
Well, I think there's a couple of key points there. First off, with when she looks at Danica, she sees how much male attention she gets. Danica's younger than she is. She's very aware in her world, in the modelling world, it's ridiculous, but she's probably quite old for a model. So I think there's that sort of physical threat. But also, she's got this kind of authoritarian streak to her personality, and she's got a very clear sense of what she thinks is right and wrong. And she thinks she should have higher social status than Danica does. So she's actually been quite really scarred by the fact that Danica wasn't up for to face eviction,
Yeah.
and she was. So she thinks that's an injustice.
Even though she feels she's been moral and perhaps Danica hasn't in
Exactly.
her eyes.
In her eyes.
In her eyes. Ian, were you surprised that Julian, Cheryl and Harvey all failed to kind of get involved?
It's awkward, isn't it, when there's like a little bit of to and fro going on to kind of step in. I'm surprised more that Julian didn't get involved. I kind of expected he would say, do you know what, actually, that's a little bit out of order and a bit harsh. And Harvey tried to redeem himself later on by going, oh, I would have said, you know, you were out of order. Yeah, but you didn't say it, Harvey, so that is complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might have felt that Danica was just sort of left out in the cold there, like nobody stepped in.
I felt a little bit sorry for her. I thought it was a bit harsh.
I think
and I
I
thought it was
did.
a little bit inappropriate.
But Colleen did step in
Later on.
Later on,
she did.
yeah, not at that moment. No one stepped in then.
But she was right. Jasmine was right in what she said.
Well, she wasn't.
Well, but it was still
It
it was still quite an aggressive attack. Whether
she was just honest. Like, I don't understand. She was just saying her feelings. So, you know, if she'd gone and done it in the diary room, she'd be a bitch, but she did it to her face. I think fair play.
I thought it wasn't very nice. I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned.
So old-fashioned.
Internet show really. I'm so old-fashioned. Internet show really quickly. She apologised to Jasmine did to the Prince and to Danica. Is that genuine?
It was interesting to watch her body language. Her body language was very defensive. You kept slicing across her face in a sort of trying to block out what she was saying. But it was from the heart. I think she really did feel bad having heard that Danica's mother had passed on.
Yeah.
So, you know, she was genuine in a sense, but she meant what she said.
OK, thanks, Pam. Mysterious and intriguing, like the contents of Julie's leopard print wash bag, I'm sure you'll agree. Jamie, what does she keep in that pouch?
Last I heard it was 2,357 fags, but she's probably down to just 6 now. Now, the reason I look like I haven't slept is because I was here late last night digging around for exclusives. Check out my extended director's cut of this.
You know that I'm seeing someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you? You did know that,
Of course I knew, yeah. Just forgot.
But she, like...
I thought it was friends.
You thought what?
I thought it was friends, but...
We had this discussion the other day.
You said it was friends, but look, I'm not entertaining no one. 1 million people probably looking at us. I'm not arguing or looking over this shit. It's cool. You got all right to say? Go on. Go.
But, I was just wondering what your opinion was on the situation.
I don't think you'd like snuggling on Sunday nights, in all fairness, as a person. As me seeing
What do you class as a snuggle?
Hug. Is that not a snuggle?
I'm allowed to hug people. We're not on a strict level.
Oh, you're not on a strict level. I don't know, because that's what I'm saying. You're seeing someone, and do you know what I'm saying? I'm just only asking you what kind of seeing is it. I don't know, because obviously you mistaked it in the first place, didn't I?
Right, so it's Sunday, aka pub quiz time. It's the perfect opportunity for the celebs to prove to us mere mortals that they're not as silly as they look, /act, /sound, probably are. Delete where appropriate. Let's see how they got on in round 1. Ding ding!
Hello, housemates.
Hi. Hello.
Cheryl, Big Brother can't see you. Welcome to Big Brother's Bit on the Side pub quiz.
Bring it on!
Question 1. Which long-running comic announced its closure this week? Was it A, the Dandy, B, the Beano, or C, the Sun?
Oh, well, it's not the Sun, is it?
Definitely
not
the
Sun.
I was just watching the news like a couple days ago.
No.
And
yes.
I didn't even know anything about the Dandy, and all of a sudden it was like the Dandy. He had like millions of dollars of sales like back in the day.
That's called
like the biggest like comic ever, and all of a sudden like the sales are just like so low right now.
Yeah. Are you absolutely
Our
sure?
final answer is
the Dandy.
The Dandy.
I mean, they're contemplating closing one online.
Definitely.
Thank goodness you're here.
Which high-profile website was hacked this week? Was it A, BBC News, B, Reuters, or C, Red Hot Mamas?
I fucking hope it was Reuters.
BBC is obvious, right? They're just going to be like, oh, everyone's going to know BBC here.
Yeah.
I'm with you, actually.
To throw in Reuters, which actually is such a random but high profile, like you guys could have done anything else like Fox News or something, but they're throwing in Reuters. It's got to be me.
I'm on with you. Yeah.
Well, we're in England now.
Hacking into the BBC is...
What is Reuters?
It's a news agency.
It's the news.
News
That's why it
agency.
makes me think high
you don't
profile.
know it.
Everyone would know high profile. Everyone
BBC
knows
would be
it is
really
the
embarrassed if
Should we go BBC then? Should we go BBC?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do we all agree?
Yeah.
The heterosexuals say B.
Which TV show featured Zach, Slater,
Saved by the Bell.
Kelly, and Screech?
Saved by the Bell.
Be saved by the bell,
Well
please,
done.
Big Brother.
Didn't Screech film a porno?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I wanted to be
Super
Screech.
geek. You'd never have thought that, would you?